We're stuck in Vermont.
Then they say this will encourage criminals to carry bigger guns. As though criminals, by some innate sense of fair play, don't bring the biggest weapon they have.
Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava SOLLBERGER. We're here on the UVM campus for the 2009 U.S. Universities Debating Championships.
They essentially tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if you were attacked by a zombie, you shouldn't have the right to defend yourself.
There are over 100 teams here from all over the country to debate in nationals. They're intelligent, they're articulate, they're well-read, and they're silver-tongued.
I think this room is full of gifted minds and gifted tongues.
The world is malleable. Right? We can shape the world, we can change it.
And it's really cool to be able to persuade everyone of everything you want to do. We can just take over the world.
When you know you got a good point and you're just like...
This is a physiological event, you know? It's not just words.
I call this house to order.
It's an amazing ability to develop confidence, to really critically consider issues that you wouldn't consider otherwise, things that don't come up in the classroom.
Contemporary issues of real relevance to society on which there are obviously massive differences of opinions.
The more you think about it, the more you know about it. You're forced to, I guess, take a position, take a side.
I liked the adversarial style of arguing.
The clash of ideas, I think it's one of the few times today we can sort of have an instantaneous back and forth between people.
There's always a strategy, everything's debatable. There's always a strategy of how to overcome an argument.
You need the critical skills that debate gives. Critical thinking, communication, thinking on your feet, the art of packaging information into an important message.
It's not just an intellectual or academic exercise.
It should be kind of more really a popular forum where ideas are exchanged.
We can all make a huge difference in the world.
I got into debating when I was 15 years old.
I got involved in debate because I was a problem student.
Debate is pretty much the heart and soul of my college and high school career. I don't think I'd be who I am today had it not been for debate.
It changed my entire approach towards education, towards learning.
It totally changed the way I think about things, about the world, about how to interact with people. It changed everything.
I really like the debate family that we had. I have a lot of good friends that I had from high school that I'm still friends with from the debate community, including this one.
The people that you meet are a whole huge slice above everyone in this round.
I think you meet really good people who critically think, which is rare.
Like you're like arguing and everything, but as soon as you get out of the hallway, it's like, oh, it was really great arguing against you, you know.
Whilst there's obviously a competitive edge, every team wants to win, I don't think that carries over outside of the debate particularly.
We're not teaching people to be like robots. We're trying to help them develop their own voice and their own style.
It shouldn't be a cookie cutter, it should be people's individuality out there.
I can't believe I'm the Canadian standing up here being like, guys, seriously, guns aren't that bad.
I think it's got to be performance because it's got to be about persuading people.
And if you go up and you're all bubbly and you're like, hey guys, what's up? This is the thing, this is what you should do. It's not as persuasive as if you go up, this is how it is, this is how it should be.
You put on a face for the debate and you act in a certain way, but it's not necessarily a reflection of your kind of true feelings of your inner self.
You know, we're an international landmark in debate, and we're proud to welcome so many of our friends.
Because we're over from the UK.
We have contestants from India and South Africa.
Incredible to have so many people here, to have the distinguished judges.
The astounding tournament turnout.
This is the biggest it has been.
It feels honestly like a world championship.
And it's so fun to just like walk around our own campus and be like, hey, we're debating here and here and here.
The United States of America is one of the countries in which debate, and world style of debate, is growing the fastest, and unfortunately for everyone else, that you are very quickly excelling at it.
The format's specifically based on like British Parliament. When people stand up for a point of information, they either hold out their hands or they sometimes hold onto their wigs while they hold out their hands.
No, not
when you
now.
do this, when someone stands up for a point of information, you just wave them down.
It's like, nah, not now.
But printing presses did it.
These students find out what they're debating and then have 15 minutes to prepare a 7-minute speech, and there's no access to the internet.
To welcome all of the debate teams to hear the splendid final match.
We say, in fact, here that you've got to look at this asymmetrically.
And then I want to talk about the consummation of the American dream, the right to overthrow your government. Makes it a particularly deadly weapon of murder.
And thirdly, the right to defend ourselves from British invasions.
I think very resoundingly, this government has won the round. Thank you.
We agree with all the rest of you. The winners are Harvard.
These young people are going to be the leaders of the 21st century.
Wow, these kids talk about their problems instead of fighting. kind of gives me a little bit of hope for the future. We'll get second round here again real soon.
Well, one of the most important things about this tournament is that it allowed me to meet you, Ava. So I thought that was sort of very wonderful.
Do we get to keep this cup?
For a year, I think.
At Harvard?
Great. I think.
Wow.
I might be wrong.
Harvard will be so proud.
Ben's got a really big shelf full of middleware anyway.
Do you guys actually live together?
No,
we don't.